So today we have two very special guests with me to talk more about our MIM program with the focus on innovation, technology, and operations. So welcome Dr. Sylvie Albert, Professor and Graduate Program Chair for MIM program, and alumna Amanda Bibor from the 2021 graduating class. So we get a lot of questions from prospective students, and I have a short list of popular questions.
Okay.
And my first question is to you, Sylvie. We know that MIM is designed to address the challenges and opportunities with the variety of industries. So could you speak a little bit more about the program design and who would benefit the most from taking MIM?
Sure. Thank you very much. Well, first of all, this program started many years ago when I was still the Dean of the Faculty of Business and Economics, and having discussion with private sector organizations about their needs. And we know that innovation is a major need. More than 70% of CEOs talk about the fact that innovation has to be embedded within their organization as a culture, as part of their strategic planning process. And technology, of course, is a huge part of everybody's life. Every organization has to consider in terms of how they're affected by technology. And of course, all of these issues affect the way that we plan our operations. So these three topics came into the highlight of our new graduate program at the time, the MIM. And I think it makes a lot of sense to prepare people for helping to develop those kinds of strategies within organizations. So great new skills for graduates and wonderful skills to bring into the workplace for organizations today.
Wonderful. So you're also the founder of the program. So I'm sure you had some folks in mind as who should take this program. So could you talk a little bit about ideal candidates?
Yeah, so I think that when we started the program, we started with a variety of organizations, whether it was Manitoba Hydro, Boeing, Manitoba Public Insurance, and Liquor and Lotteries, and so forth. Lots of different organizations that had similar types of needs and had quite a variety of employees, whether they were engineers or HR people or people that were doing project management and so forth, that would need the kinds of skills that we were talking about in this program. So we wanted to attract students from a variety, a multidisciplinary field, so that the conversations in classrooms would be that much more interesting, they would be more packed into it, and we would help a variety of industries. So we've had teachers, we've had bank managers, HR folks that have provided an incredible environment for learning and a really fun place for us to teach, I think, as professors as well.
That's wonderful. So just one more follow-up question. I know when you think about a graduate level program in management, MBA is something come to your mind. So how would MIM differentiate from a traditional MBA or another management program?
Right. So when we were thinking of a graduate program, we, of course, there is that option of going to the MBA, which a lot of industries understand. But the MIM, the Masters in Management, was really growing in significance around the world. And in fact, much more growth of the MIM than on the MBA side. And part of the reason is that MIM tend to be very focused types of degrees. They're shorter, they're less expensive. They're really a great opportunity for that leader to access some specialized skills, grow to the next level, get their master's degree, and in a very specific field. And as people have grown to specialize a lot more, there's demand for MIM in finance, MIM in our case in innovation and technology, and so forth. So It made a lot of sense for us. There was already an MBA program in Manitoba, and so we wanted to, of course, have a sustainable competitive advantage, and this is what we went with.
That's how you recruited wonderful students like Amanda. So Amanda, my next question is for you. You were already in your career when you selected this program in 2019. So what was the consideration process and why did you choose MIM?
Absolutely. So I've personally always been drawn to large matrixed organizations that are leaders in their industry and really tech focused. So when I was reading the description of the program, it was an absolute no-brainer to myself. I have grown my career in human capital. So having an operations lens applied to my knowledge already only makes me much of a stronger leader. And with my career goals of getting up to senior leadership, it just looked like the perfect marriage to me.
Fantastic, and congratulations on all the accomplishments within the program and in your career. Could you speak a little bit more about your student experience within the program and what were the takeaways?
Absolutely. So from my student experience, as Sylvie shared, one of the huge advantages of the program was connecting with new and emerging leaders in the Winnipeg business industry. So the relationships that I was able to build and the knowledge that I was able to draw on from folks from such varied industries only helped me apply the work that, or the learnings that we are working towards in such a more robust way. I was able to take a step back, apply my knowledge, and then understand everyone else's considerations. So for myself, I love learning about, for example, ESG, how to encourage innovation in a large organization, and even more technical items such as implementing a CRM.
Fantastic. That sounds really exciting.
And she was a wonderful student.
Wow. So you have the endorsement from the program chair here.
Why, thank you.
And this week, we opened the fall 2023 grad school application at the University of Winnipeg. So just a couple of days ago. And the deadline for applications is February 1st, 2023. So still a lot of time. And as the students are preparing their applications or going into grad school, Amanda, do you have any advice for them?
Absolutely. So this is in business. So network. Find out more about the program, but also if there's a hint of hesitancy or doubt, just remember that, for example, if you did it like myself in the part-time, you don't need to take a break away from your career, and you can actually start to apply the concepts that you're learning in class to your day-to-day portfolio, which really encouraged me and kind of set fire to my career. I highly recommend it.
And remember that we have a February 1 deadline for application. It doesn't mean that you have to have every document ready, but at least get your application in so you can be considered for this next cohort. And our classes are quite small. We've had classes of 15, 20 students on average. So it's just the right number to develop relationships with people. And but as a result, we want to see those applications early so people have a chance to come into this wonderful program.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much to both of you to joining and answering these questions that we get from our students. If you have any questions about MIM program or any other grad program, feel free to reach out to Graduate Studies office. Thank you.